guys, yes, I have a face mask on. Let me start off the video by saying I put on this organic clay face mask. This is what's on my face right now. Hopefully I didn't startle y'all when the video came on, but yes, this is a face mask I've been wearing now for the last two weeks. I don't got that much left now, but does it work? I think so. I haven't really had that much acne, but I usually don't have that much acne on my face anymore. I did have a couple bumps show up on the side of my face, which is odd because I never have acne on my cheeks. My acne be on my chin or right here in between my eyebrows, but I haven't had any where I usually have acne, so I guess that's good. But I'll probably rebuy it again because I do like the fact that it's organic and it has vitamin C and it has that turmeric. Turmeric is good for dark spots. Like, I'm starting to really get into turmeric. Things people don't tell you about the Rolling Loud Festival, cause I ain't seen no video talking about the shit I saw at Rolling Loud, y'all. I didn't. I got low-key traumatized, and I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video if I would go back or not after this experience I had, y'all. So by the time y'all see this video, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have my videos up, you know, all my videos up of my experience up there and stuff, because I'm not gonna say I vlogged a whole lot because it was kind of difficult to vlog up there with everything that was going on. But by this time, that video was meant up and out. So y'all didn't see the video and stuff like that. Like, I had a good time, which I did have a good time, but it's definitely like some cons with that festival. So I guess I don't know what I'm gonna name this video, if it's the dark side of Rolling Loud Festival, the things they don't tell you about Rolling Loud. So this is mostly gonna be about the negatives. Excuse me, I got a little cold too. The negatives. I look crazy as fuck. I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself like, hopefully y'all can take me serious with this face mask more. Like, I'm looking at myself like I look crazy. Well, let's talk about the pros first. The pros are the good stuff about Rolling Loud. I think it's so cool the way they got it set up, like the idea behind Rolling Loud. I think it's cool that they got all these different artists. So for me, you really are getting your money's worth for me. Like, my ticket cost, I think like a little over $300. I got the Georgia Pass, 3-day Georgia Plus Pass, which they got the regular pass, the plus, and then VIP. So, but one thing I've now learned, because when I tell y'all, I know y'all probably like, I'm 21, I'm just now getting out and doing anything for real. Like, now that my living situation is different, I can actually like go out and have fun and spend my money what I want to spend my money on. If you haven't already watched the video about toxic family, you know what I'm talking about. Like, my money was very frugal in that household and stuff like that. It was very manipulated, and yeah. So, but now that I'm here, I can actually like go out, and if I want to go to a concert, I can put my money on if I want to spend on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. So this is actually my very first type of concert, my very first festival. This is the very first time I ever traveled by myself. This is the very first time I went to Miami, Florida. I can't say it's my very first time ever going to Florida, but I went to Florida as a kid at Disney World. It was at Orlando, Florida, so I've been to Orlando, but I've never been no other part of Florida till now. The money I spent on to see one person in concert is the same exact money I spent on a 3-day festival where I got to see about, how many people did I got to see like 50, 60 different artists. Like, well, no, that's kind of a stretch. Well, it might not be within 3 days. Like, they have like different stages. So I'm gonna put a little screenshot here. I'm pretty sure I still got it, of like the way they have it set up. So like I know it was one stage called the Monster Stage, so you can look on there and see like all the people performing under the Monster Stage. So you can just decide like, okay, do I want to stay at this stage or do I want to walk to the other stage to hear so and so? Cause that's what we end up doing. I think our last day, we definitely wanted to see somebody who was performing. Oh, City Girls. But the people who was performing before the City Girls, I was just like, I don't know what it feels sorry. So we ended up kind of like hopping stage. We ended up going to see Dream Doll at one stage, listen to her perform. I think a couple more people after her perform, and then after that, we ended up walking to the other stage. So you can hop stage to stage, you know what I'm saying? Do it like that. But a lot of people, I wanted to see too, was performing at the same exact time. I wanted to see another person too. So you really gotta like, dang, who I want to see more, Playboi Carti or Gucci Mane? You know what I'm saying? So you have to pick sometimes, because sometimes you can't just walk stage to stage because they're gonna be performing at the same exact time. So you gotta have to pick like who I want to see better. But I like both artists, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was moments like that. It was kind of like, it kind of sucked. Like, I really put really good performers at the same exact time, so it really puts you in a situation like, okay, who I like best. And it's really cool. Like I said, since that was like my first type of experience like that, it was really cool seeing everybody up in person. Like, because we did for a few of the people, we got up close, like up close to that stage, and it was really cool. Like seeing these folks, like, okay, like, I don't know, when you see people live, like, and I'm pretty sure if you've been to the concert and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about, but seeing people live performing really makes it more realistic. Like, these are real people. Like, I don't know, when you be seeing people on YouTube and seeing people on TV, it kind of makes them less relatable, less real. But when you see them like in person, like, I'm not gonna lie, I saw Bia. I got to see Bia perform. Y'all, tell me why. I saw Bia, and I'm not gonna say I wasn't impressed, but I don't know, just I feel like Instagram and glitz, and like when you see people on Instagram and stuff like that, like, it makes them more glitz and glamorous and make them look cooler and better than what they are. Bia looks like any other bitch that was in our audience, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like, nothing's like, I'm not trying to throw salt or shade on Bia. I like Bia. It's a whole lot of money, and then, like, I love me some Bia. That's why I was rocking my head and singing when she performed. But actually seeing her in person was kind of like, dang, like, she just like look like any other bitch. Like, I've seen, when I tell you too, a lot of people, and that is true, I've seen other videos, people talking about that, like, people come there to show out. Like, I've seen people in these really nice outfits and makeup done, hair laid. Like, I've seen some bitches better than Bia, like, at the concert, at the festival. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, it made her look more like just a normal person just up there singing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's really nothing real special about Bia. But she still killed her own way, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I feel like people, like, since you're famous, make sure people just like to overhype people, and when you meet them in person, it's just like, oh. The experience getting to meet people from everywhere too. I met some people from Chicago. I met this girl, her boyfriend, her friend, and her boyfriend. They were all from Toronto, Canada. They literally came all the way from Canada to Florida, Miami, Florida, for this festival. She was cool as fuck, and her friend was cool as fuck. I'll get into that story probably later, but yeah, meeting all the different people from all over the place, that's a really good pro. Like, that was really cool. What else? Just, I don't know, just the overall atmosphere and everything. It was kind of like it was a really different experience for me. And the concept of what Rolling Loud was supposed to be, and what it really was, and what I saw that traumatized me. No. So, alright, so now let's get into the cons. So, cons are, I feel like most definitely I would recommend this, 100% recommend, because I'm gonna be honest, originally I was gonna go to Rolling Loud by myself. Like, the only reason why I end up going with somebody, because my grandparents absolutely just wouldn't let me go. Between my grandparents and my mom, they would not let me go by myself. Like, girl, like, you finna go to a whole nother state as a black young lady by yourself. But they was looking at it like that. I was just like, yo, I'm okay. And actually, I probably would have, because the Airbnb I ended up getting, which I didn't realize it was that type of Airbnb, but the Airbnb I ended up getting was like a share. It was a group Airbnb, so it was other people that was staying there too. I really could have just met up with a couple of them and just stayed with them for the festival. So I would have been, in reality, I would have been straight, but it is what it is. So I ended up going with somebody. And now that I have experienced Rolling Loud, no, you need to go with somebody. You need to find somebody to stick with and go with, because when I tell you, the very first day, I ended up being by myself anyways, because the dude who I was supposed to be in with, flight got delayed. When I tell y'all, that shit was traumatic. So me never been to no type of festival, no type of concert, not even no type of anything like that, like no type of group type of music place like that. Didn't know what I was getting into. So I Ubered there, right? And they had like this parking space, which wasn't the actual festival, but for some reason it was directing, like if you put in the stadium address, it was taking people to this like parking lot, which was like the I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much it wasn't a festival. You had to walk. It was just like a block up the street to where the actual festival was. So I guess you can consider it like the parking spot places, but it wasn't the actual festival, so I still had to walk. So tell me, as I'm walking by myself, honestly, I didn't know where the fuck I was going. Like, I seen the Uber, drop me off here. That's what the GPS was telling them. And plus, too, that's what they was doing, too. I ended up finding out later on, like, a lot of this streets and stuff was blocked out. So that's why it was dropping Ubers and Lyft like at different locations. You couldn't really, it's a long story, but yeah, you couldn't really do your Uber and Lyft in certain locations because they had a roadblock and they had it like blocked off for Ubers and Lyft, because when I tell y'all, I swear to God, it was like probably like 2 million people at that concert. Like, I'm not even lying. It was so many people at that festival, at that Rolling Loud festival. So that in itself, that's kind of like, yeah, you don't want to go by yourself. Especially if you have any type of anxiety. Now, I'm not even the type of person like, oh, I have anxiety, and I know, but that many people around you, and it gets a little real. Like, it gets a little, like, you get a little claustrophobic. Like, everywhere you go, there's somebody there. Like, oh, yeah. But let me keep telling my story. So, as I got dropped off, I should see people walking. So I'm just like, well, I'm pretty sure these films are going to roll a lot. I'm just going to follow the crowd. Like, that's literally what I did the first day. I just follow what everybody else was doing. And, yeah, I got rolling out. So as I'm walking, there's people, and I've seen videos like that, people saying that, like, oh, as you're walking to the festival, it's going to be people trying to sell you a t-shirt, trying to tell you this and that. Buy it, because once you get actually inside the festival, it's going to be 10 times as high. And they wasn't lying. They was not lying, y'all. When you get to Rolling Loud, and it's people outside of the doors of Rolling Loud, selling shit, buy that shit. Because once you get actually in the festival, the water is like $5. But that's the thing about Rolling Loud. They was weird. Like, the first day, some people was able to sneak in water. Second day, no, people was at the security dumping out their waters and they camel packs and stuff like that. And the third day, they didn't get no fucks. It was literally nobody. Everybody was getting in with their water. So I don't know what to tell you when it comes to security, because I was hearing different stories about that too. I was hearing some people talking about how they was like, all these like different methods to sneak stuff into there. And I was like, it ain't that deep, but it kind of is, because the fact that the water inside the festival area is $5 per bottle. Y'all is smoking dick straight top. Like, what? So yeah, I still don't really know how you would sneak water in, but yeah. But that's why I said too, the security was different every day. First day, some people was able to get through. Second day, nobody was able to. Everybody was dumping their water out. and then the third day, you know. So you gotta kind of play it by ear if you want to try to sneak your water in or how you want to do that. But y'all, as you're walking, like I said, everybody's selling something. Selling water, I got a t-shirt, I'm selling a rag. And then it gets to, I'm selling weed, I'm selling bottles, I'm selling shots, I'm selling this. Like, this one lady, I swear to God, like, this literally was literally selling, like, oh, I got perks, I got ecstasy, get your ecstasy here. I'm like, what? And when I tell y'all too, my face mask is drying. Yeah, it's drying, but I'm gonna try to continue on a little bit because it's still kind of wet in a couple spots. But when I tell y'all, like, it was police officers there, obviously, because it's a big, so like, this is like a worldwide thing. People come from everywhere because it's festival. So of course it was like police, like, trying to monitor the traffic and stuff like that. Those people did not care. Those people, it was literally, these one people literally had signs, like posters, having them hold up, weed here, weed for sale, weed, this is a good Zaza, da da da. I'm like, I just don't care. And ain't nobody was getting arrested, nothing, y'all. So yeah. Our little Airbnb bunkmate person, they had weed, so we had a lot of weed from my Airbnb people. But yes, y'all, so if y'all want that weed, but it's like, I don't recommend getting no weed from no people off the street. Like, again, it's a thing called lace. People can lace your weed, y'all. Like, no. And then, like, people who I saw people selling, like, little bottles and stuff like that, they was really saying, too, like, oh, get your bottles here. We don't ID check. Just buy your bottles. $5. It's for real. Like, I was so, like, I don't know. Like, I guess I've just been sheltered, too, most of my life. So just to actually, like, hear this stuff and really be out here in these streets like that, I was like, what? So yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, y'all. So finally we get to almost the gate, because you have to get to like the gate part where your wristband, you have to like put it and scan it, like it scans the little barcode that's on your wristband. When I tell you, with so many folks, I literally was just getting pushed. At this point I wasn't even walking, I was literally just getting pushed in there. When I tell you, I had to really, a couple times I had to calm myself down, because because I'm not a claustrophobic. I really don't feel like I am, but in that situation, it just meant that many people and me just getting pushed and me just being by myself like that. I had to calm my anxiety down. My anxiety was getting a little high, y'all. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, I'm finna be a statistic. That's what I kept telling myself. Like, I'm finna get trampled up. I gotta keep moving, y'all. Just keep moving forward. I kept telling myself, keep moving forward. I was just, this is literally me. Just getting bumped. Just trying to get through the gate, y'all. And yeah, so that and stuff, before I even got in the festival itself, was already like traumatized a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So finally get in the festival, I'm like, oh, okay, they had all the little cool, like, y'all see the video, the video, they got it all set up kind of cute and stuff. So I'm going on my phone trying to figure out, okay, well, I didn't already miss who did I miss? I was trying to see somebody that day. I forgot. So guys, I'm gonna make this video into like a part 2. Sorry to interrupt. Disclaimer, it's gonna be a part 2 because this video is already like 20 minutes long. So yeah, guys, y'all gonna get to know the rest of the dark side of Rolling Loud.